Hey guys, and welcome back to the garden. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Blanca. So you guys, today's video, we are back in the garden. I've been out for a week on vacation and I can't wait to walk around and show you guys what's new. I've got lots of flowers, lots of orchids in bloom, and just want to show you guys like what's been going on in the garden since I've been away. I was a little worried. I wasn't going to be home to water anything. Before I left, I thoroughly watered everything and I fertilized. So just want to walk around, show you guys that it's okay to, you know, to go away. Your orchids will be fine. They're super, super hardy. And to me, it was a great, just a great thing that lots of my orchids were in spike before I left. So I get home and I see all these new flowers. So it's super exciting. So I'm going to just walk around a little bit, talk to you guys a little bit about this amazing nursery that I visited. I was at Siesta Key, which is in Sarasota for vacation with my family, and I decided to go visit Plantio La Orquídea, which is it's about 20 minutes away. I was so excited to find that out, so I really wanted to go see them. Now, to my surprise, Plantio, I mean, not really to my surprise. I mean, I love the orchids from them. They're just a beautiful couple that's super helpful and has amazing orchids. But to my surprise, so many specimens in their collection. I was completely blown away. Especially like these Schomburgkias that were like 25 years old. They were enormous. Collagenes, brassavolas, just so many different orchids that I wanted to come home with. Of course, they weren't for sale. And if they were, they weren't going to fit in my car. So, you know, I didn't even ask. But I'm so it's so nice to just go somewhere and kind of see how the growers, you know, tend to their orchids, grow their orchids. You know that when you're buying from them, they really come from a really good place. Very well kept, very healthy. I was just blown away. I mean, I am just so happy I went to visit them. And now I can actually, you know, when I see them again at shows, I can actually, you know like what their nursery looks like, which is, I mean, it's really not a big deal, but I'm just saying, like, I can actually visualize, like, wow, this one came from that specimen, or this is a cutting from that one that I saw. So, you know, it was pretty cool. So anyways, I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just so happy to be back. After a week, it's like, oh my gosh, I come out here and I see so many beautiful flowers. All right, so let's see. My Vanda Golden Doubloon is in bloom. I left her with pretty big buds on her, and of course she is blooming. Now this one did come from Bangjong, which is also one of my absolute favorite nurseries to purchase Vandas. She smells amazing. She smells like buttercream and sweet and kind of like caramel to me. She's always smelled like caramel, and she is a frequent bloomer. She probably blooms around 4 times a year. So this one is beautiful. Her colors, her fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. Another one I was excited to see was my Mem Thiang Chai, which is not fragrant, but she's a beautiful yellow. There you go. That's my Mem Thiang Chai. Not sure where this one came from. Now, all of these spots on these leaves, you guys, is sunburn. I always move them around, and I've had these for a while, for a really long time. So they're a little sunburned. My Renanthera hybrid is getting pretty large. So before I finish the video, I am going to show you what I got at Plantio. And this is my beautiful Renanthera hybrid from Bernard. It had just started blooming when I left. But look at these colors. I love that it's like, let's see, it's like spotty, orange, red, non-fragrant. Renantheras are never fragrant. Okay, that's a really big one. The Cattleya over here from Odoms, I'm not sure if it got a little bit of sun damage, maybe it had a little bit of thrips, but this is what the flowers look like. Or maybe it just opened as soon as I left, and then maybe it's aged. I don't know. I'm gonna treat everything today. I'm gonna fertilize and I'm gonna treat, at least with Fizan, just to kind of get rid of anything that's growing or thinking about growing out here. Do have still a lot of spikes that haven't opened. This Ben's fragrance is still looking gorgeous and very fragrant. Now these blooms last a while. I mean, I got this one in, I think she was in bud when I got her. She's been in flower for a while. Ben's fragrance from Bangjong. And then this one is still in bloom. Now this one is the Neo Phoenicia hybrid. This is the Neo Stylist Blue Horizon. I always forget her name. Yeah, so it's the Neo Stylist Lucenary Blue Horizon. Beautiful. Ouch. So yeah, one of the things I found when I walked the garden yesterday, we got home yesterday afternoon, was a huge frond over my gazebo. This is how I broke in the first place. And there's another one that landed right on top of it. So some of my orchids were on the floor when I got here yesterday. I had to pick them up from the floor. Let's see. Go through here. This Cattleya, very excited about this one, you guys. This is the mounted Laelia that I got with Waldor. Look at all of these new growths. I mean, it's got it's got 3 new growths on here. And that's the thing about my garden, you guys. Everything is growing, which gets me super, super happy. I mean, seeing all the specimens at Plantio this weekend or a few days ago, I saw, you know, you get inspired. You get inspired to actually one day have an orchid that grows as big as that. So it's probably one of the reasons why I will never, well, you know, never say never, but not anytime soon. I will never get rid of my orchids because, you know, that's something that I'm looking forward to. I mean, it's so inspirational to walk through those greenhouses and see the size of those orchids. You know, like they've been with you for so many years and they grow so big, and it's like, wow, like it's like this because of me, because of the care. Ooh, look at this one with a spike. Because of the care I've given it for so many years, that, you know, it's like such a reward, I think. I mean, it's just, I left there like so inspired to just keep my orchids like super healthy, make sure that they grow really big like that one day. And it's just nice. I mean, I had a really, really nice time. Really, really nice time visiting them. So, and then it was so nice. So I got there, and whenever I go to new orchid nurseries, like I don't just barge in with my camera and I'm like, hi, I'm here to film. No, I mean, I wanted to go and say hi first and, you know, tell them I was there, and if it was okay, I always ask for permission. So when I got there, I saw Joel, which you saw in my video. That was actually the second time I saw him after the initial, like when I walked in. And you know, I first saw him and he was like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't, you know, it's so nice to see you. I follow your channel. And it was just so great to meet him. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I did not expect to go to like an orchid nursery in Sarasota and see, you know, and see you guys, see subscribers that, you know, watch my channel. So that was a really nice surprise, Joel. So it was amazing meeting you. And then I spoke to him a little bit. I, you know, told Rafael I was there, and, you know, that I wanted to video, or I wanted to film for my channel. And then I went back out, and then when I went back in, that's when because he was, so Joe left after, you know, like after I walked in, and then, you know, once I walked back out, he was already gone. And then I walked back in and he's there again. I'm like, oh geez. And then I hear him like, you know, and that's when I approached him, and, you know, he surprised me with that beautiful Cattleya, which I'm gonna mount. I'm gonna show you what she looks like, even though I already showed in that video. But so grateful, Joel. Thank you so much. I mean, it means a lot. And I mean, I get really embarrassed when I get gifts. I really do. But don't take my embarrassment like if I don't want it, you know, like, and if I don't like appreciate your gift, I so much do. It's just, you know, it takes me off guard, and it's embarrassing. I mean, I get embarrassed. What can I tell you? You know, it's like, even on my birthday, people give me gifts, and I'm like, you know, in my family, I'm like, oh my gosh, you didn't have to, you know, it's like, but anyway, it's so nice to see you guys, and it was just such a nice experience. I love that I went. So this one here is from Smiley, which is the Dendrobium bullientianum. I've shown this one to you guys so much because she does bloom a lot. She does bloom, like, I would say she blooms. This is probably like the 4th time this year that she's bloomed. So she blooms in these little pom-poms, and the flowers in here are so adorable. Look at that. Can I get a good picture? Here you go. That's the beautiful Dendrobium bullientianum. Oh, it's full of ants in there. Little ants. You guys always ask about ants, you know. I really don't have ant problems. Oh, and that one's in spike. Ancidium. So I really don't have any problems with ants disturbing my orchids. And I wet these yesterday. This one was super, this is my fern. It was super dry, and look at all these new growths, you guys. This is also the ferns from Smiley. All those new growths, and if you guys want the name, here you go. It's a beautiful fern. So yeah, these were really dry yesterday, like super crunchy and dry. I have to water them again. So the ants in my garden really don't disturb. I also don't have like a lot. Like if anything, I'll get like those little tiny see-through ants, like I just had on that bullientianum. But ants, I really don't think ants will harm your orchids, for those of you that have asked. It's never been an issue in my garden, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think I've heard in other channels, and I've heard somewhere, you know, people talking that ants really don't do anything. They're just there because of the sweet of the flower spike. And this Arachnis has not bloomed yet, but it will very soon. This is an Arachnis bullientiana that I have. It's hanging by a thread. Sometimes these vandas get or these vandaceous types get very you know, they just grow like that. I don't know, they kind of dry up a little bit, grow a new crown, and they keep going. So yeah, lots of new growths. All right, so let's see, Schomburgkias. I mean, those of you guys that don't know, lately I've become a Schomburgkia addict. And I did see a beautiful Schomburgkia at Plantio that I absolutely fell in love with. It was like a yellow orange one. It was called a Christina Tina. It was a macro, I can never remember that name, Macrophilia Christina Tina. So I really loved it. I wanted to get a cutting so bad, but everything that he had, everything that Rafael had there was gigantic, enormous, and I really couldn't get a cutting from them. Everything I wanted was pretty much cuttings of the huge specimens that he had, just to bring home something different. But since I was there and he wasn't prepared to like make any divisions for me, I really didn't want to bother him with that. And also, I really didn't have that much space in my car. I mean, I was on a trip with my entire family, and we were jam-packed. So there's no way I could have come home with anything larger than what I came home with. So I already know what they have. I already know what I want. I already know that I'm gonna see them probably in October, September at a show. So I already have my wish list. So if you guys saw anything at the nursery that you wanted, I mean, give him a call, and maybe he can write down what you want, and maybe he'll see you like at shows, and he can take them to you, which is my plan. That's what I'm gonna do. So I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about Schomburgkias. I mean, at least the Schomburgkias in my garden, you guys, are growing like weeds. Everything that I've mounted in the last few months has gotten so many new growths. So I can see how these are gonna get pretty big pretty fast, especially that they're in the direct sun, because they love it. Well, I know that the direct sun, like where they're placed now around my garden, is gonna make them bloom, because they will still grow, and they'll still you know, they'll grow, and they'll multiply even under like a shady tree. Like I had it under my oak tree back there. My Schomburgkia grandiflora got huge but would never flower. As soon as I moved it out here, it bloomed right away. So just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, and wanted to show you, because I'm telling you, I'm obsessed. I'm blown away. I am like, right now Schomburgkias are on the top, right there next to my Vandas, of how much I like them. So talking to you guys about that beautiful Schomburgkia, which was orange and yellow, and I was like kind of sad that I didn't get it. You know, I called Laz as soon as I left the nursery, and I told him, like, you know, my gosh, I had, you know, I just saw so many beautiful orchids. I was so blown away. I was telling him about the Schomburgkia, and he's like, Blanca, we got that one. And he's absolutely right. So when we went, last time we went to Ophi, we got this cutting from Sierra Madre, right? They were $10. We got, each of them got 2 of them. I mounted it on my palm, and guess what? It is the same Schomburgkia, or the same Mecophilia. You guys, I really don't know how to say this name. As much as I try, I can't memorize it. Christine Tina, same one. So as soon as I got home yesterday, I came to look at all the ones that I had mounted, and to my surprise, I already have it in my collection. So that made me feel so much better, because I couldn't get a cutting from them. At least I have one that's gonna be the same. So that kind of like made me feel so much better. If you guys like that one, I mean, give him a call. I don't know when he's gonna divide it, but I do know that that he has it. Eventually he'll divide them and take them to the show. So that was really good news for me, and I just really wanted to share that with you, and also let you know that all the so all of these Schomburgkias, even the one here on this Vanda mesh, is just like, look at that, so much new growth. Look at that, 2 new growths there, 3 new growths on this one. This one was that small growth that I had when I first attached it, that grew massive already. So I know that it's not going to be an issue for me to get these big. It's just, you know, they take time. So look, I'm going to show you on this one. So here I attached one that came from Brethren. And look at this. Look at how much it's growing. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys, showing you like new growths. I know you guys want to see flowers and things that are pretty, but I'm just so excited with these new growths. I really am. See how fast they grow? And then these are the other new growths that are now pretty big. So I mean, I am very hopeful that in a few years I'm gonna have like huge Schomburgkias all over my garden, which makes me very happy. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad I visited them, you know, because now I'm like very excited about the future of my garden. All right, I'm walking over here to my gumbo limbo to show you the flowers from my Cattleya here. This one is what Todd calls Big Mama. This is the cuttings from him, and I did leave knowing that these were in bud, and I kind of was bummed out because I really wanted to see the flowers. One of them is already faded, but 3 of them are still good, and they're so pretty. And I keep them here. Oh, and they're fragrant too. So pretty. So So this one, I'm not sure the name of it. I know he calls it Big Mama because he has a huge specimen of this one, which he's always giving cuttings out to. I mean, I know that Blanca Acosta has cuttings from him. I have these 2 cuttings from him, and I'm sure he gives them to his other friends. But he's got a big specimen of this one. Not sure what the name is, but to us it's Big Mama, and she's fragrant. So I keep her here, my gumbo limbo attached. I've had her, I think, for what, 2 or 3 years already? 2 years maybe? I think 2 years. And she just loves it. She lives here, not in full sun or anything, just here in this shady area on my gumbo limbo. And she loves it. And you know what? It's gotten big. It's gotten big. One day she'll take over this gumbo limbo. So that's the update on Big Mama. I know that I showed you guys that I have an Encyclia over here that's spiked but hasn't really bloomed, and then my Encyclia tempens is up there. All right, so let's go under my terrace. I do want to show you some blooms. Oh, and my Arachnis, you guys. I haven't really shown it on this side. So my Arachnis is taking off. Look at all the spikes that it's gotten. And I put it between these Christmas palms. It's kind of growing a little bit wild. I have to see where she's gonna end up. Maybe she grows that way, I don't know, but she's happy. So for now, I'm not moving her because I would need to figure out where I want to permanently put her, but she seems to be happy there. All right. Ooh, and I also have some Dendrobiums back there that are in bloom. And can you believe my dancing ladies are still with flowers? And they've been through a lot of rain and a lot of wind. I went ahead and cut all the flowers from my Grammatophyllums. And you know what? Let me just walk you to these really quick. My garden's a little messy because of all the wind we had this week. So my cherry babies. This one's almost fading, but she was beautiful. And then all of my cherry babies here have flower spikes. And then you see the dancing ladies. Well, yeah, this is actually the sweet sugars. And I got these at Tamiami, and they were in bloom. And that was May, June, July. So this has been going on 2 months, almost 2 months, still in flower. And I'm talking to you about out here in the rain. We've had a lot of rain and the heat and in the wind, and they're still looking beautiful. And then my other cherry baby here that's got, let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spikes. So that's a cherry baby. All right, and then under my terrace, I have another gorgeous girl, which just bloomed, and it is my Encyclia alata. Look at how beautiful she is. I'm gonna move away because I have a fan on down here, which is really noisy. Let's go and put you here so I can show you the flowers. If you guys are not familiar with this Encyclia, I have to tell you, this one has like really blown me away. This is the Encyclia alata, you guys. It smells like honeysuckle. Smells amazing. I love the colors on her. Look at how pretty she is. And actually, she's actually a pricey Encyclia. Encyclia are normally pretty pricey. But I got her with Sierra Madre, and Sierra Madre has really good prices, you guys. I mean, I got this Encyclia, double spiked, and a pretty big, here's the other spike right here. There you go. That's a pretty flower, and she's very fragrant. So I got her double spiked, and it's a pretty big plant, and I paid $40 for her. I mean, I know he gave me a discount because normally it was like $45. But I paid $40 for her, and I think that it's really nice, really reasonable. I mean, I've seen these alatas for like 65, and they're not as big. So again, these are the flowers. Eventually I'm gonna mount her, but I think I want to keep this one under my terrace like the rest that I have over here, because she is just like I said, very fragrant, very beautiful, and I want to have her close by. Can you guys get a good, I don't know why I'm not getting like a good picture of it. There you go. And this one's almost fading. Let me get this one out. This is still the Dendrobium. Can you guys see? There you go. That's what she looks like. Just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, my plans for her are to mount her and keep her under here along with the rest of these. All right, so then this right here, you guys, is the only orchid that I left Plantio with. I know some of you guys were really excited to see my haul from there. But like I said, you know, I mean, there was no way I could have put what I wanted, which was the Schomburgkias and the Cattleyas that I saw. There was no way that I could have come back with them, but I know where to find them. I already have, like I said, a wish list with Plantio, and hopefully they'll be, you know, at the next show that I attend, then I can pick them up then. So, but this girl here was a gift from Joel. You guys didn't see that video. You'll see that when he gifted it to me. And it is a Cattleya hybrid with let's see, it has spots, and it's called Paradise Spot Dark Prince. I hope that maybe I'm gonna Google it and see, but I'm gonna mount her. Rafael says that it's gonna look it's gonna be really, really nice. It's a beautiful Cattleya that blooms a few times a year, and she loves to be mounted. So I need to find a spot for her. I don't think I want to put her in the direct sun. Maybe somewhere, I don't know where I'm gonna put her, but as soon as I put her and I do my garden updates, I will show Joel where her new home is, because again, thank you so much for this amazing gift. And you know, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to just visit them, and it was a really nice trip. And of course, it was an amazing vacation with my kids. I love it. Actually, I was telling my kids and my husband this weekend, once my daughter's fiance left, I was like, this is the last vacation we get to take as a family of 5, because my grandson's going to be born next year when we travel again. And, you know, so this was a really special one for me. And you know, it was great. So anyway, thank you guys again for just being so supportive and just making my channel so special. I want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July tomorrow. Hope you guys have a restful next 2 days if you're off on 4th of July. I sure am gonna enjoy my my long weekend. Tomorrow I'm off, so I'm gonna take advantage and fertilize today. It's getting a little bit late, so I need to hurry up. I need to fertilize. I need to, like I said, treat again with some Physan, which is what I'm gonna treat with just as a preventative. And that's it. It's good to be home. It's good to be back in the garden. So I'm gonna just start working out here. So that's it, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, or next 2 days. Happy 4th of July, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.